Our last candidate for the evening, and that's only because his last name begins with a V. That's the only reason.
You saved the best for last.
But you want to know something, Bobby?
Yes, sir.
You were one of the first ones that put your name on the ballot. At the very beginning, when the spirit of going up against the incumbents, going up against the rhinos, challenging the establishment, really started sweeping across our state like a grass fire. One of the first candidates that we had the pleasure to talk to was this next gentleman. Long before filing windows were open, long before redistricting challenges, when we knew for certain March 6th was going to be the primary day. We don't know that anymore. When it was still hot in Texas, weather-wise, this gentleman decided he was going to go up against Byron Cook. Go up against Byron Cook. Yeah. One of Strauss's lieutenants.
That's right.
That takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of guts. We had a chance to go up to Navarro County. That was several months ago in the heat and humidity of Texas. Me and Bobby had a chance to sit down and talk some more and iron out some things. And he wanted some understanding about what we were trying to do as far as his election cycle was concerned. And we wanted to know a little bit more about him. And we've watched very closely as his campaign has grown. And let me tell you, through and through, he's a true conservative. He's another one of these grassroots patriots that has dirt underneath his fingernails. He's a genuine article from the Navarro County area up there in North Texas. Y'all welcome Bobby Vickery.
Man, going last is pretty rough. I mean, we have got some true patriots here. I mean, we've got Bob Hall, we've got Tammy Blair, we've got TJ Fabi, and I tell you what, if this is supposed to be a wild moment, we need it right now. Let's hear it from Matt Beebe to get Strauss out. You know, the first thing I want to do is, I want to say thanks be to God, because without Him, I couldn't be here. I mean, we are blessed to live in one of the greatest states in the United States of America. I want to thank Dean, the sponsors, and those that nominated me to be here. It's just a blessing. God has opened so many doors for me in this campaign. It is truly amazing. You know, I'm not nervous talking to the guys in my district. I'm nervous talking to you true patriots. It is just exciting to be here. And if you want a wild moment, y'all are not loud enough. You got to get loud, because they need to hear us here in Austin that we want to change the legislature. We want to get another 101 true conservatives, not rhinos. We have got to change the way we do business in Texas. And we're going to do it with these group of patriots here tonight. The reason why I'm running against Byron Cook is on two different fronts. As a constituent in Navarro County, he doesn't have a district office. There's 4 counties: Hill County, Navarro County, Freestone County, and now Hill County. No district office in 4,000 square miles. How can you represent the people? You have to be accessible. He has over $450,000 in his war chest. The last ethics report, not $1 came from the district. That's sad that we, the people, have to compete against that. How can you be a state representative, not have a district office, not show up for public meetings, and ask the people to vote for you? Now, as a citizen of Texas, I'm running against Byron Cook because he's the chairman of the State Affairs Committee. He killed the Sanctuary Cities bill. He killed the E-Verify bill. I was humbled to work on my state senator, Brian Birdwell's campaign. Someone who wears the scar of the illegal immigrant being in the United States. He was the survivor of the 9/11 Pentagon attack. You don't think we don't need to know who's in our country? And then we have a rhino that won't pass an E-Verify bill? My goodness. If you want to talk about controlling the fiscal spending, control the social conservatives. We have got to get a handle on illegal immigration. We don't need new laws. Secure the borders and enforce the laws that we have. Let's talk about education. 57% of our budget is education. You solve problem number one, you solve problem number two. Take the incentives away. It's we the people. Byron Cook stood up and said he has a soft spot in his heart for these illegal residents, and they should pay the same in-state tuition as citizens. The Constitution starts out with we the people of the United States, not we the people in the United States. Y'all show Matt Beebe he can win. Tell him, get loud, get excited. Donna Kemp, I am impressed with you. You are awesome. We need that. Bob Hall, impressed. We've got congressmen running. I need to get with Joel Chow because we're going to have a cookout. We're going to have a cookout. You know, my campaign needs to start out with the ABCs, anybody but cook. We need some help. You know, when we look at this, we have got to stand up. And we've got to take our house back. Let me tell you what Byron Cook did. I was part of a Tea Party group. We called it the Navarro County's Conservatives Organization. When Byron got reelected, we asked him to come and speak to us. He would not allow any cameras, no recordings, or he would get up and walk out. We said, okay, no problem. We just don't want you to vote for Joe Strauss as Speaker. He goes, man, I made a commitment. My daddy always told me to keep my commitments. The president of our organization says, hey, you made a commitment to us as constituents. He says, sorry, I made a commitment. You tell me, do you want a representative in your district doing something like this? I sure don't. Joe Strauss did it in Matt Beebe's. Robert Nichols done it there. Bob Dewell's done it there. They're not listening. It's time to shake up the house. We have to take Texas back. We are the 13th largest economy in the world. And we're acting like this. We're telling people that we can't fund education. Well, no, we can't fund it. We're spending $17 billion on illegal immigration, incarceration, education, health care. Afford these to the citizens of the United States of America. Not to these illegal residents, not to the people that took their right hand and swore to protect the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. When I raise my hand, I will defend it. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life because when I read the Bible in Jeremiah, it says, I knew you before you was you. I needed you in the womb. And without life, you cannot protect liberty or the pursuit of happiness. And as a state representative, you don't put more laws on to take your liberties away. We need to repeal laws. Tell me when the last law was repealed. We have got to repeal the business franchise tax. It's double taxation. Stop it. We have got to educate our children. And it starts at the parents. It's not the teacher's fault. We are a personal responsibility state, and we have to put that on the parents. And until we do, until we take personal responsibility, we're going to fail. And the government cannot keep giving our treasures out. And I don't know how close I am to 3 minutes, but okay, but let me finish in this. First of all, we have some great candidates that are going to make some great legislators. We are truly blessed. I need to ask for 2 things. Number 1 is keep me and my family in prayer. Keep these candidates in your prayers. Go out there. You know someone in my district. You know someone in Donna's district. You know somebody's in Tammy's district. You go out there and you call your friends and say, it's time. It's time to get off your butts. It's time to take Texas back. And we can do this, guys. God bless you. God bless the great state of Texas.
That's it for the candidates. I'm going to ask you to give all of them a rousing Texas conservative ovation. Come on now. Give me some encouragement. They got a big job ahead of them. They need your encouragement. Y'all can have a seat real quick.
Wait a second. I forgot my website.
Oh, go ahead, Bobby.
I got one of those donate buttons to see if it works. I really don't think it's working.